Hello, everybody. Welcome back. I hope you're all having a safe and happy Halloween. Today's pumpkin beer, and the last pumpkin beer for me of 2024, is from Elysian Brewing in, I know this, Seattle, Washington. I did know that. This one is a 6.7%er. It is an ale brewed with pumpkin and spices. It's called Night Owl. Love the artwork. All right. Not quite as dark as some of the pumpkin beers that I've come across this month, but definitely darker than your average. I don't know. Let me get a light behind that. You know what? Yeah, I'm going to get it. Whoa. Okay. Got a little bit of darkness to it, but it's not super dark. On the nose. That pumpkin spice combination is just amazing. It's very cinnamon forward. A lot of ginger in there too. I'm sure the nutmeg's hiding in there somewhere. I chose this one specifically because it's one of my favorites. And, you know, like I said in last night's stream, I was kind of running out of new ones that were available to me that I haven't reviewed yet. Excuse me, that I haven't even drank it yet. That I haven't reviewed yet. And figured I would just go back and revisit a couple of the old favorites. So let's give it a try. This one's for you, BC. Yeah, I mean, that pumpkin spice combination, there is really just nothing better. Very easy on the palate. Just a hint of bitterness in the background. Bitterness, booziness, something in the background. But, yeah, just absolutely amazing. I mean, just the pumpkin pack. I actually earlier this week bought the pumpkin pack, and the Elysian pumpkin pack with this in it, and I was gonna save a beer from a beer of each from the pack to review tonight, and every one of their pumpkin beers just has such an amazing spice combination. They didn't last. I tore through them. Yeah. Elysian honestly just really makes the best pumpkin beer out there, and I mean, there's really not much more to say. One thing I do not like, and let me see if I can get you a look at this, and it's just a gripe of mine. It's not a big deal. It's just something that kind of makes me feel uncomfortable. But I don't know if you can see the sediment. Yeah, you can see that sediment. Not a fan of the sediment, but at least in this, it's not big and chunky, and like that visually, I'm like, okay, I'm not even gonna like that. That's not gonna make a difference. But some of these beers out there, the sediment, I mean, you get like chunks at the bottom, and I mean, it's completely unappealing. Even though I know it's harmless, it's just something I don't want to deal with. yeah, back to the review. It's just so good. I mean, just like in the aroma, it's very cinnamon forward. You're picking up that ginger. The nutmeg plays its role very well. Maybe a little clove, but now that I think of it, no. Any more sediment? Yeah, I mean, there's sediment throughout, but it's very granular. Yeah, that's the right word. It's very granular. It's not big and chunky, so it doesn't really bother me as much. Yeah, super easy drinking for 6.7. Excellent stuff. If you're enjoying this video or finding it helpful or informative, why don't you go ahead and drop a like? It helps with the algorithm and it makes me smile. And while you're at it, why don't you give me a follow? My name is BJ Drinks Beer, and I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. If you've had this one before, why don't you drop a little something in the comments and tell me what you thought about it. If you think this sounds good, you'd like to try it, go ahead and leave a little something in the comments. Let me know. If you would like to find this one, unfortunately, we are down to our last case at Joe Canals Marlton. It is still available come tomorrow morning, November 1st, but there ain't much left. Rating. 5 out of 5. The sediment isn't enough to really bother me that much, and the flavor is just that amazing that I can overlook a little bit of, solidified yeast particles in the bottom of the beer. 5 out of 5. This has been probably my favorite for the last 5 years or so. This stuff is absolutely amazing, and not only that, if you can get your hands on the pumpkin pack next year or even this year maybe, every beer in that. There's a stout, there's an imperial version of this, and then there's I think it's a Dunkachino something. It's like a coffee pumpkin porter. I don't even know if it's a porter. It's not dark, no. I don't know. But that's my favorite, even though I don't know what it is. But every one of them is just absolutely amazing. And Night Owl continues year after year to consistently be one of my favorite pumpkin beers. And I cannot wait to finish it and be done with pumpkin beer for the year. If you haven't had anything from Elysian, like I said, their pumpkin beer is amazing. Night Owl is, pretty standard West Coast IPA, pretty good stuff. And honestly, I don't think I've had anything else from them. But yeah, just based on what I have had from them, I'm definitely interested in checking out more of what they do. They're not really that available out here in South New Jersey. Them being from Seattle, and they're a big brand and everything, but even Space Dust is very difficult to get out this way. So, excuse me. So maybe one of these days I'll get out there and be able to try a little bit more of what they do, or maybe just leave Jersey and head a little bit west and be able to find more of it. Who knows? But yeah, and hate to end it this way, and I don't usually do this this kind of thing. Anything real life that happens, I just try to ignore in my videos and streams and just talk about what's in front of me. But yeah, the beer community lost a really good guy in the last couple of days, and it's just I'm still in shock. It's rough. I don't know what happened or anything, and it doesn't really matter what happened. Fact is, BC, we're gonna miss you, man. You're one of the best, man. One of the nicest guys I ever met, and yeah, that's all I have to say about that. Love you, BC. Well, that's all I got for this time. Until next time. Cheers.